Hello friends, welcome to the Cool Vedas, that's Veda School. In the last video we saw how Parasara was set to destroy the world in a rage of revenge for his father's death. Now you can find the link to that story in the description box or the I button above. Now today let's see how Vasishtha, the grandfather of Parashara, tries to pacify him and stop him from destroying the world. Now this story has been mentioned in Chaitraratha Parva in Adi Parva. Let's listen along and find out how Vasishtha is able to persuade Parashara from not destroying the world. So Vasishtha, in a caring voice, softly began to narrate a story to Parashara. He began, "My son, long ago there was a great king named Kritavirya. He was the Shishya of the Brigus. He once performed a great Somayaga, after which he gifted the Brahmanas with great wealth and many other such gifts. Soon the king ascended to heaven. He passed away. And not soon after this, a time came when Kritavirya's descendants were in need of wealth. And knowing that the Brigus were rich, those princes went unto those Brahmanas. In the disguise of beggars they went. Some among the Brigus, who already knew of all these things that the Kshatriyas were doing, they, in order to protect their wealth, buried it under earth. And some, from fear of the Kshatriyas, began to give away their wealth unto other Brahmanas, while some among them duly gave unto the Kshatriyas whatever they asked for. But, however, it so happened that some Kshatriyas became suspicious and they began to dig the houses of these Brahmanas. Descendants of the Brigus, the great Brahmanas who were really wealthy, could not have no money in their house. This is what the Kshatriyas thought. And in one of the house, as they digged it, they came upon a large treasure. And seeing this, all the Kshatriyas, they became very angry as they felt that they were being deceived by the Brigus. The Kshatriyas then began to insult the Brahmanas, though they had pleaded for mercy. And soon those mighty Kshatriyas began to slaughter the Brigus with their sharp arrows. And the Kshatriyas wandered over the earth, slaughtering even the embryos that were in the wombs of the women of the Brigu race. And while the Brigu race was thus being exterminated, the women of the tribe fled from fear to an inaccessible mountains of Himavat. And one among these women kept an embryo in her thighs as she desired to perpetuate her husband's race further. But however, another Brahmana woman came to know of this, and she, out of fear for the Kshatriyas, went and reported this matter to those princes. Hearing this, the Kshatriyas, without losing any time, came to the place where the woman hid her embryo in her thighs. Reaching the place, they saw the would-be mother blazing with inborn energy, and the child that was in her thigh came out, tearing up the thigh and dazzling the eyes of those Kshatriyas like the midday sun. The Kshatriyas could not tolerate the dazzle of the newborn child, and they all went blind. Thus deprived of their eyes, the Kshatriyas began to wander over those mountains. And distressed at the loss of their sight, they decided to seek the new mother's mercy. Reaching her, in a distressed voice they asked, "O good lady, by your grace, we wish to get back our eyesight. Please show us some mercy along with your child. It would be merciful if you grant us the king's our eyesight back." The Brahmana lady, thus addressed by them, said, "Ye children, I have not robbed you of your eyesight, nor am I angry with you. This child, however, of the Brigu race has certainly been angry with you. Ye children, while you were destroying the embryos of Brigu's race, this child was held by me in my thighs for 100 years. And in order that the prosperity of Brigu's race might be restored, the entire Vedas Vidya branches came unto this child. Even when he was in the womb, he learned the Vedas Vidya branches. It is obvious that this scion of Brigu race desires to slay you all for you having slaughtered his family. It is by his celestial energy that your eyes have been scorched. Therefore, ye children, pray unto this my excellent child and ask him to restore your eyesight. Now, hearing those words of the Brahmana lady, who was none other than Arushi, the wife of Chavana Rishi, the Kshatriyas begged the newborn child for his mercy. And this child soon felt merciful to the Kshatriyas and restored their eyesight back. And those Kshatriyas, having got back their vision, went away to their respective countries. But now, this child who became Muni Aurva, though having granted the Kshatriyas their eyesight, was still very angry at the slaughter of his family. And thus, this illustrious child, Muni Aurva of the Brigu's race, Muni Aurva, the son of Chavana and Arushi, the grandson of Brigu and Puloma, Muni Aurva set his heart upon the destruction of every creature in the world. And that scion of Brigu's race, for paying homage unto his slaughtered ancestors, devoted himself to the austerest of penances, with the object of destroying the whole world, as that was what he regarded to be right. Now, will Aurva destroy the world? How is the story of Brigu's grandson resolving to destroy the world persuade Parasara from not destroying the world? What is Vasishtha trying to do here? Let's read along and find out more about this. And if you would like to know the story of the birth of Rishi Chyavana, which is a very interesting story by itself, you can find the link to the story in the description box. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more Mahabharata stories. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Namaste.